Alright YouTube, in this video what we are going to see is how to create a page loader. As you can see on the screen, this is done with the help of jQuery and CSS3. So let me start with the plain HTML so that I can start from scratch and show you how I clearly did it. Fine, first of all we need a bootstrap, just like Bootstrap school, which will provide you the plain bootstrap template. By bootstrap template it has been section and script so that we don't have the script of jQuery from outside, because it has with it. So it has CDN of jQuery with it. So if you click on the example, they will provide with the skin of bootstrap as well as the skin of jQuery. In this tutorial we don't need the bootstrap CDN, but we need the jQuery. To make this video short, I just copy pasted. If you want you can type it. There is no much coding you have to write. This is the plain. As you can see, I have only included the jQuery CDN. Fine. Now let's get into the HTML. So our HTML will have a parent or class and wrapper. Inside the wrapper we are going to load our page loader, or you can say progress bar. You can give your own, let's say our progress bar. So we are going to style our progress bar on the head section. So our main parent here is wrapper class. So the wrapper class would have a width of, let's say, 700 pixel, and the margin we want the progress bar to be at the center. For that, what I'll do is I'll have top and bottom 300 pixel and left and right auto. And again we are going to give the color of the body as black so that our progress bar stands out of the body. Now we can see our code. You don't see the wrapper because you don't have the content inside wrapper as style. So the class is here too little big. I'm just going to copy paste it. Just copy paste progress bar and just start style. Let's say the width be 100% so that it gets the width of the parent. Here the width of the parent is 700 pixel, so 700 pixel is the width of the progress bar right now. So let's give the background color to it. Let's go for green for now, and now let the height be 40 pixel. Check. Before that we need to give background color. Until and unless you don't give background color, you can't see any effect on the screen. This is simply a gray color, and yes, we got it. If you want a slight roundish border, you can add border radius of 3 pixels. You can see we got a border radius. If you want, you can include some more. Let's make it 10. Let's see what happens, and that feels okay. Now inside the progress bar we need a color so that it shows you what actually the progress is. In order to have, we need a div or a span tag, not a div but a span tag which have class. So this time we'll write the short class called fill, and this fill will fill your progress bar. If I say, let's take the height from the parent. So if I specify 100%, it will take the height of the parent. In this case the parent is our progress bar, which has the height of 40 pixels. And let's give, here we don't have to give the background color green, but we have to give it over here. let's specify it. Unless you specify width, you are not going to see any effect. Let's give it in percentage so that it is convenient for us. In order for the span tag to work, what you have to do is you have to display a block, and yes, give the same border radius as of the parent so that you can see clearly. And now that's done. This is done with the help of CSS. Now we have to get into the jQuery. So jQuery would be written after your CDN gets completed. So in this page you can see the CDN of jQuery is completed at the top. I'm starting right after it. Let's start with the default function which jQuery provides. When the document is ready, I want a simple function to show alert. Which will say that our page is ready for jQuery. If I reload, I want the page to show alert. If it doesn't, that means our code has an error. You can see it on the inspect if you have any error. As you can see, there is one error. Just get into the source or console. You will see the argument is missing on line number 15. Get into the line number 15. And yes, when I reload, I can see the alert. That means our jQuery is working fine. Now we are going to have a function called set interval. What this function will do? This function will call a specific function at a certain level of time. Let's say the function be x. I want the x function to be called every 1 second. So the set interval will help you to execute the function x every 1 second. So for testing purpose, I want the x to display alert every 1 second. That's if I reload, every 1 second you will get the alert. And so with the help of set interval function, I have executed a function x that is going to repeat every 1 second. Fine. If I reload, I want the function to execute every 1 second. If not, you can see the error on the console. Let's see what does it say. I think I have misspelled the function. That's the reason I was getting an error. Now you can see we'll get alert every 1 second. And here it is again and again. Fine. Now when the alert when the set interval is executed for every 1 second, I want to add a variable called size, which will start from 0, and every 1 second I want the size variable to add 10 with it. So just get alerted. So every 1 second you will get the size variable incremented to 10. So on first second it is 10, on second it will be 20, on third second it will be 30, and on fourth second it will be 40, and so on. I want the size to change the width of the class fill. Let me repeat. I want to change the class fill classes called filled. I want the size to change to width. How I'm going to do it? Get the class called fill with jQuery dot fill, and what you are going to do is, with the help of CSS, I'm going to apply the width, and here the property would simply be size. The size will be in percentage. I'm going to specify in percentage. So for that to concatenate, I'll add plus to it. So now what I'll do is, on every 1 second I want the size to get incremented by 10, and the incremented value on every second to get applied to the class fill. That means on every 1 second the fill class will have a width of 10% increment. So you reload. On every 1 second you can see there is an increment of 10%. After 100% it is getting out of it. Here you can solve this by, if the size is greater than or equal to 100%, I want 100, the size is greater than or equal to 100, what I want is, this if condition should be inside the condition of set interval. Let me store the value at 1 second. This function is stored as 1 second. If the size is greater than 100, I want to clear the interval. Clear interval of set interval. So after 100 you can see it will stop by itself. After 100 we want our progress bar to stop. Previously it was getting out of the parent called progress. Here our parent was what? Our progress bar. Now you can see the loader has stopped because we have used clear interval. You'll find the source code in the description. And now what you have to do is, we need a little transition. For that we will add a property for the class fill called transition. Transition, let's say 500 milliseconds. The speed would be linear. The transition should be of width 1 second, we'll start the loader by 0%. For that, make the class fill width as 0%. So you can see it will start from 0. I hope the scope of this video is done. You'll get the source code in the description. Thank you for listening. And that's done. Thanks.